You set up your first GA4 export to query, and now you want to know, for example, purchases from your store. Let's see how can we do it. Hey, my name is Gala. I'm Looker Studio expert and the founder of Gala Reports. I'm marketing analyst, and on my website you can find a lot of Looker Studio templates for marketing and sales, and articles about Google Sheets and Looker Studio, and now BigQuery for marketing analytics. So let's talk about BigQuery. What do we have? When you set up export, I already have a couple of videos about your first query. You have your analytics folder and you have your events. If you have enhanced e-commerce, you can do simple stuff. You can do, I already prepared a query. You can do query like this. Oh, sorry. I prepared. You can query it like this. E-commerce purchase revenue. So e-commerce, it will be our folder, and there will be purchase revenue field that will populate with data that we need. Let me do like this. So we don't need how can we see it? So data organized on event. If we click here, we can see details, and here on schema we can see e-commerce, and in e-commerce we have some information about our e-commerce. If your GA4 set up as default, you set up enhanced conversions, enhanced e-commerce, you can use purchase revenue from here and other data from here. So I use e-commerce dot purchase revenue, I use event date and event name, and the filter now only we have field purchase revenue in USD if you want to convert it in USD, because my e-store in euro, for example. And I need a clause where event name is purchase, and I need a clause, I recommend you to use this table suffix, so which date period should we take to query. I recommend you to use something, because if your website is big, your query will process for me 2 megabytes, so it doesn't matter. But if your website is big, you will have here a bigger number and it will increase your BigQuery cost. So always use table suffix. It's a good practice. So fine, event name purchase. If you're not sure that this is a default event name, but if you have some custom setup, you can do next. You can query, for example, let's copy. If you're not sure and for purchase you see nothing, you can do this, select listing event name, where I keep only table suffix, and I write select distinct means that I select unique event names from my dataset. And here I can see all events that happened on my website, and here I see that on my website I have subscribe, begin checkout, I have UA purchase, that from migration from Universal Analytics, and form submit, and I have a purchase funnel. I set up, I had like 2 purchase events, I did some experiments, but with this query you can see how your event code purchase, this is default event. If you have some custom setup, it would be something different, but it will be another story that we need to talk about. So what is here? So if you have everything is normal, this query will work for you. Date, name, purchase revenue, where event is purchased. We can run this query. My website is quite small, so I don't have much stuff, and we can see event name, and we can see my revenue and purchase revenue in USD. So for me it works. If for some reason you see nothing here, so maybe because of some plugins or because of some specific setup of your GA4, you don't see data here. What you can do? Often, like it will be case when event name purchase has value, and if this K will be value, it will store revenue data there. So this is this clause. This is this clause that I see. So how you can check it? First, so what we do here, if event name is purchase, actually I already filter here, but it's nice to use. Coalesce, it means, this means, so if first value is null, read this. This is how to read this one. So we say if int value, if it is null, check double value please, and if everything is null, use null and 0, and this will be our purchase revenue. So how can I see that this data is populated? Actually, I already prepared another query. Here, what we do here in this query, I have, let me use this suffix as well again, data clause, and what we do, I query my GA4 folder. I have event name, and here I have, let's go here, event parameters. We have event parameters key and value. Purchase, it is event, so it has event parameters and it has key value. It's like from JSON. Actually, I don't know how to explain it normally. So we have one key and it could be values for this key. So we want to query event name, event parameters, and event parameter value. If we want to query something from folder and subfolder, so here this is our table, this is folder event parameters, this is subfolder value, we use dot, so event parameters dot value dot string value. So this is how we can query this data. I want to check, I just want to check if data populating. I do a nest event parameters as EP. So I work with array and I need to ungroup this array. Then I use where event name is purchase. So I'm looking for only purchase because I want to be sure what is populated on my purchase. And I want to use when value int is not null, or I want to add here or is not null, and I do edit to bracket because I want to check one of these parameters and it's separate from and. So I can add bracket and it will take this and one and this. That's how it works. Without bracket it will not work because it will show only and or, so it will show if it is null for any event name and for any purchase, so on. So add bracket. And if I run this query right now, I will see event name purchase, and I will see where value for this event is not null, and I want to find I want to be sure that my logic, that value for this event will work for me. So I have a result here and I have my all parameters for this event, and here could be session number, session ID. I can take session ID from here. Time, don't be scared. This time we should divide by, as I remember, 3600 to get a normal number. And we have value, and value, it seems that I have product on my website with this cost, so I think this is correct. So I can be sure now that in my k parameter value, int value is 60, it's populating. So this I can check what we are doing. If you forgot, so if eCommerce revenue doesn't work for you, you can use this clause and take your revenue from value parameter. So this is how we do it. And we do a nest here and we do a purchase here. And if I run my query right now, my full query, it will show the same data. It will show the same, and my revenue too. I checked it already. It is always same as my eCommerce revenue. So for my case, it works both options. I have eCommerce or I can populate from value. This we observe how to do debug and two options, how to query your purchases. And then you can use this section to insert in more complex query and do analysis of your eCommerce. Wow, I think it was good. Hope you like this video. I will continue to talk about BigQuery. Let me know if you like this kind of videos, because I think this is more tech that I usually do. I'm not sure my audience really need it and like it. So please support me by comments, follow my video, give like to this video. And if you have questions, you can ask me a question about BigQuery or Looker Studio or Google Sheets. And talk to you soon. Bye bye.